Make sure to subscribe to this channel for more videos like this.
Well, Rose, it's lovely to have you with us here on NBC. It is, of course, Women's History Month and International Women's Day as well. Plenty to celebrate. I'd love to start by asking you about maybe a woman in your life who has inspired you and how maybe that came to pass.
I always think of my grandma. She had 12 children, and now I have like 40 plus cousins and just like a million. So she has a million grandkids, great grandkids, and I think she's just like such an incredible woman who just is like has the kindest heart and the most humble person. So I've always looked up to her, and she's somebody that just like kind of inspires me every day to be a better person.
And where is she, Rose? Is she over in the US?
Yeah, she's back in my hometown, Cincinnati.
Oh, so I'm sure you haven't seen her for a wee while. I'm sure you miss her.
Yeah, it has been a while since I've seen her, but she actually always texts me little heart emojis every day, so we just have this nice little strand of text that's just back and forth hearts to each other.
Oh, that is the absolute cutest. I love it. You, of course, are one of the 2019 World Cup winners, and so many girls and women are today, Rose, dreaming of being, of course, the next Rose Lavelle. So did you think at any point in your life when you were growing up that you would be in such a position to inspire so many?
I mean, I had always envisioned myself playing professional soccer, but I don't think I ever really understood the magnitude of what that meant, and I know how important it was for me to have female role models to look up to. I mean, I was obsessed with Mia Hamm, Christine Lilly, Julie Foudy, all of them, and it was so important for me to like see them and know that I wanted to be in their shoes one day. So it's kind of cool now that I find myself in their shoes, and I feel like it's kind of come full circle, and I'm able to give back to the sport in the same way it's given to me. But yeah, I don't think I ever like thought that that would be the case, but it's definitely cool that it is.
Absolutely. And with it being Women's History Month, how important is it to you personally to raise awareness about not only people like your grandmother, but other fierce women around the world and all of their contributions? How important is it to you personally, Rose, to raise that awareness about these great women?
Yeah, I think it's always important to celebrate women, not just on these like special days, but like every single day. I think it's important we acknowledge the contribution women have had to society and everything that they've done to help progress and make this world a better place. And obviously it's extra fun to celebrate on those days, but hopefully we can continue to celebrate them year round.
When you were a little girl and you watched the likes of Mia Hamm and Julie Foudy, it was definitely a different world, Rose, to where it is now with women in football, women in soccer. And now you live in the UK, you've seen that side of it over there as well. Looking to the future and maybe thinking about the little Rose Lavelles that are out there right now when they get to be professional players, how do you want to see more women in football in the US, maybe in the UK? How, in what roles, and how do you want to see a more representative sport?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, and I think we're definitely starting to see that, is like we need more investment in the game, and I think you're seeing a lot of like support and excitement around the game. It's a really exciting time for women's football in that sense, and I think the next step is like globally, I want every female professional soccer player to really feel like this is their like full-time job and not have to feel like they have to pick up other like side jobs to help like maintain their life. I think if we can continue to get investment and grow the game and make this a like truly viable option for a career year-round for women everywhere, not just in the US, not just in the UK, but everywhere, I think that's the next step. And hopefully all of us females in the game right now can help push that and make that better for the next generation coming up.
It's really interesting, Rose, because when I was in the UK working in television, when I started my career, and I was covering a lot of the women's game, and I was interviewing the likes of Kelly Smith and Karen Carney and Rachel Yankee back in the days when they played for England, they have, as you say, all had side jobs. They often worked at the club that they were playing for, maybe in the kit room or in a different capacity. How different does it feel, do you think, for a female footballer not to have to do that?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you can fully commit yourself to your job, you're that much better. So I think if we can have that, then it's going to continue to raise the level, and I think you're going to continue to see more leagues grow. I think already there's more competitive leagues everywhere in the world. It's not just one destination league that all the good players have to go to. I think it's kind of more dispersed now, and leagues are getting better top to bottom, and yeah, I think it, like I said, I think it's an exciting time for women's football, because I think the excitement and buzz and support around it is here to stay, and it's going to just make it better and keep growing.
We can see where you are. You're in one of the indoor facilities there at Manchester City. And I'd love to ask you, first of all, if you could give us the story of how you ended up signing for Manchester City.
Yeah, I had always known I wanted to like experience playing overseas at some point in my career. I felt like it was going to be a new, different challenge, and it just kind of felt like the right time. And yeah, I just wanted to be in an environment that was going to push me out of my comfort zone and challenge me every day. And aside from that, all the resources that they provide, the team and everything is like incredible, second to none, I think, in the women's game. And so that was another draw. I've also had some teammates that have played here that had nothing but like amazing things to say about it. So it just kind of was the whole package, and it played out really nicely, and I'm really happy.
Okay, I want to talk about Manchester. So we know you're a Midwesterner. You say, of course, your granny is back in your hometown in Cincinnati. You went to the University of Wisconsin, so you're a Midwesterner. Manchester. I know it's been locked down for a long time, Rose, but you'll have seen Manchester, and you've been out and about at some point over the past years that you've been there. How does it compare? Is it totally different? Is it similar? Tell me about your new home.
No, it's kind of funny, because before I came here, someone actually had told me that Manchester was like the Midwest of England. I know. So I was like, oh my gosh, okay. So hopefully I'll fit right in. And I have to say, I feel like it is kind of similar. There's that like, the people are like very, very nice, and there's like kind of that sense of like pride and loyalty from where you grew up and you came from. So in that sense, it does feel like a little familiar and more like at home because of that. And yeah, obviously it's been a lockdown, so I haven't really been able to explore, but the little area that I live in is like dog central, so I am like just like in heaven. It's been great so far.
Okay, we need to talk about the dog, because your dog has her own Instagram account. Wilma Jean, is that right?
Wilma Jean Wrinkles.
Wilma Jean Wrinkles.
She's in Cincinnati. It's okay. I have this little app on my phone that I can like log on, and I can watch her from her little couch in Cincinnati, and I can shoot treats out to her and talk to her. So I still am connected to her in that way.
Okay, and you're seeing lots of dogs in the little area where you live, so you're getting your dog fix. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, much love to Wilma Jean Wrinkles. Let's talk about the familiar faces at Manchester City when you signed, of course, Sam Mewis and Abby Dalkemper. It sounds simple, but it's a bit like, I suppose it's a bit like joining a new school, and when you're the only one and you don't know anybody, it's tough. But when you just have a couple of familiar faces, how important was it for Abby and Sam for them to be there?
Yeah, it definitely helped a lot. I mean, the girls here are like so nice and welcoming, so I'm sure like without them they like would have still like welcomed me in and have made it so easy. But definitely having that kind of like little piece of home and familiarity in a new environment was like very, very helpful. And they're like two of my really, really good friends, so it just like makes the experience that much more fun that I get to experience it with them.
Can we talk accents? The Manchester accent, and I'm sure some of the girls that you play with have Mancunian accents as well, and probably accents actually from all over the country. The Manchester accent, I mean, can we get some sort of review on that? Are we liking the Manchester accent?
Yeah, I don't think I'm like that good at, I can tell there's different English accents, but I'm not really great at deciphering like which one is which, but like I can tell there's different accents. I just would never be able to tell you like where each of them is from. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
but I'll
totally.
learn.
There are a lot of English accents, and they're also not very far apart. So you've got the Mancunian accent, and then 30 minutes away you've got the Liverpool accent, and it's how are they? It's like so different, yet they're only 30 minutes away.
Yeah. It's a head scratcher.
Yes, it is. And my final question, Rose, to you is with the Olympics, of course, coming up this July and August in Japan. gold on the line again, what do the US women's national team have to do to make sure they get that?
Yeah, I mean, I think like every tournament, you just kind of have to take it one game at a time and don't look too far ahead. And I think that will be our focus. We'll be focused on the very first game of the tournament and learn from it and grow and look to win. But it starts with the first game.
Absolutely, and we wish you the best of luck. So listen, Rose, thank you so much for your time, and we will speak soon.
Thank you, guys.